everybody. I don't know if we're on. Yes, there we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to SD Gaming. Hope you're all well tonight, guys. Apologies for the delay. House of kids. That's all I'm saying. Bit of a nightmare at bedtime. But we're here now, and we are ready to rock and roll for Race Day Tuesday here at Donington Park. The sun is shining. Everyone's happy. I've seen a lot of smiley faces in the paddock, which is good. Right then, so tonight we have got this. The timetable is up now. Yep, I'll have a look, George, after the stream, buddy. So we've got Super Sport, which will be a couple of minutes behind schedule, but hopefully we'll make that time up later on. 8 laps for the sprint race coming up in a few moments' time. Then Superbikes will go out for race 2 of the weekend at 5 to 8. Then Supersport again for the feature race, 12 laps. Then Superbikes, race number 3, 15 laps at 8:45, and then the Ducatis will be out last race of the weekend at 9:15. Right then, so what do I want to do? I have no idea. Right, let's get the grid set then for Supersport. Let's actually get the grid up. That might help. Right, so yesterday in qualifying, it was Neil that took the pole position ahead of Kalen, and Jack rounded out row number 1, who was on row 2. It was Scotty Too Hotty. Where is he? Wow, 13 people. This is good to see. Scotty Too Hotty there. The head of row number 2. Who's I'll kick them out in a minute. Liam, where's Liam? There he is. P5 Guy in 6th. Where's Guy? There he is. Then we've got Jordan. Yes, lovely. Then we've got Logan and Ollie. Where's Logan? There he is. And Ollie. There we go. Right, so everyone else, I do apologise. We'll just... Oh, should we do it reverse championship order? Right, who's lowest in the championship? Hayden, I think. Then Ash, then George, then Connor. There you go. Connor gets a penalty. Everyone's happy. Am I joking, mate? Right, then we are just going to have a couple of minutes just so we can get some viewers joining us. There we go. Yes, that is something. Thank you for that one, Kevin. I was meant to put that in the Discord earlier. Please, can we have as much clean racing as possible? I know it's not easy, chaps, and as Superbike race showed yesterday, there could be quite a few incidents. So be prepared, ladies and gents. It is going to be a cracking night of racing. 5 races to bring you, and I need to get the imposter out. Of course I do. Right, so lovely stuff. That works, doesn't it? That's a good looking grid. Mean and clean. Oh, liking this. Liking that. Right, so what do I need to bring you any more information? I don't think so, really. That's everything. I was trying to do some editing today and try and fill in some of these gaps, but yeah, it hasn't quite gone to plan. The editing, yeah, it just wouldn't upload because the file was too big apparently, so that ruined all my hard work and I cried a lot. Right then, so, oh my god, imposters, but off. See how well I did there not to swear, people. I'm just such a professional. Everyone says that, and I hope the stream's working all right because everything is frozen. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Now it works. Right. Okay. Are we all ready to rock and roll? I think so. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Just make sure no one's going to disturb the commentary box. As you can see, it is a kitchen. I don't know how this is transformed into a kitchen overnight, but hey ho, we'll roll with it. I like it. I do apologise about the mess you can see over there. Oh, look, I could do some weather, couldn't I? I could be a weatherman. It's dry. There you go. I'm such a tool. I'm so sorry. Right. Thank you very much for that information, Ted. Right. Can I be bothered to wait any longer? No. Should we go racing? Lovely. Let's crack on then. First race of the night then. Ami Electric's British Super Sport is coming up next. Let's go racing. Right then, ladies and gents, as per usual, my right hand men are being utter prats, so they're just, yeah, they're prats, and I'll get them back later. Right then, it is time for the sprint race then for the Super Sport Class 8 laps. This will run over at Donington Park. As always, if we get more than 5 people kicked out, then we restart. Just the once, just the one restart, as you all know by now. We'll see how many get booted. If it's more than 5 or more, we'll restart. You know the rules. Right then. Well, that's 2 certainly gone. Right, so, yeah, that looks like quite a few. Right, that's 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, actually, was that 4? I think that was only 4, wasn't it? Okay, right. Tell you what, I'm going to flip the hat. Because this is very close. So I'm going to flip the hat. And if it lands... I'll tell you what, I should video this. But anyway. If it lands that way, we will... I'm now talking to my hierarchy team. If it lands that way, we won't reboot. If it lands that way, then we'll re-lobby. There you go. This is how fair we're doing it. This is how fair we are doing it, ladies and gents. Right, ready? Okay, so... Right, okay, we'll re-lobby then, chaps. But I tell you what, if it boots off again, we will not be restarting. Because we ain't got time to mess about, but yes. So, everyone, chop chop. Right then. Lads, please can you get in the lobby as quick as you can, then we can crack on with this one. Yep, make sure you restart your games. Quick, quick. Now we are already behind, which is no surprise. Now we've got to get the bloody grid up again. Right. Okay, Kevin, chop chop, mate, as quick as you can. Right, goes to the next screen. I do apologise, ladies and gents, this isn't the best viewing, but got to be fair. We've got to be fair. Right then. A reminder, if it does happen again, I'm not restarting it again. I know that's harsh, but that's just the way of the world. Right, Caelan's loading up. So in P3, where's Jack? Is Jack already in? No, who was in P4 then? Scott. P5, Liam. Guy, where's Guy? There we go. Jordan, where's Jordan? There it is. And then it is Logan and Ollie. Right, where's Logan? There he is. Right then. Where we put? Yes. Right then. Let's go. Jack. Yep, there we go. Alright, Caelan's in now, lovely stuff. Do apologise, ladies and gents. Right, there we go. Right, lads, chop chop, ready up, and then we'll crack on with this one. Do apologise for being a bit pushy, but, we got to get on with it, because now we're even further behind than what we were. Right then, let's hope for round 2 this goes a bit better. Fingers crossed. Thank you, lads, for your patience there. Okie dokie, right. I hope you're all ready, lads, because we're about to go. So, like we say, if it does happen again, we've got to just get on with the show. Right then, here we go, take 2. Let's see how this one goes. Fingers crossed, no one gets booted, because I can't be bothered with the hassle. Only a message, chaps. You're all worth it, every single one of you. Right then. Right then, so no idea, George. I think personally we should all get on a flight to Italy and go and sort this out. Okay, right then. Do apologise, lads. Cannot do anything about that, I'm afraid. We've done our protocol, and we'll have to, hopefully, we'll get you in the next one. What we'll try and do is we'll try and... No, that's not going to work. Yeah. I don't know. I presume so. I mean, Caelan's probably on good money with his photography pictures. Big shout out to Caelan Rock Photography on Instagram. There you go, Caelan. Shout out for you, mate. Bosh. We're all over it. Right then. We'll try and get this one. I know, Logan. I know, mate. It's... I'm stumped. I really have no idea why this keeps happening, but... Right then. Let's see how this one goes. Just waiting for Guy and Logan to ready up then, and we'll try and get this one underway. I do apologise, ladies and gents. Like I said, this is not the best viewing, but we run to our protocols, and we try and be fair with everybody. Yes, Logan, I'll also give you a shout out, mate. Tell you what, boys, send me your Instagram tags, and I will do a little post about you boys. There you go. Just the 2 of you. There you are. Right then, everyone's ready to go. 8 laps of Donington. That's promoted Connor up a few more places, so I'm sure he'll be happy with that. Right then, let's crack on with the sprint race for the Super Sport. Let's do this. It will indeed, George. I don't think it will stop him. Yes, all you photographers, send me your Instagrams. We can sort that. We will sort that. Right then. I'm expecting to throw a red flag at some point today because we have done some trial runs with everything. And yes, there has been some issues on my end, but here we go. Red lights are on. Well, they're not on actually, and they're underway. Let's have a look then as we go down towards turn number 1. Is that Liam that's going to go for the lead into turn 1? He'll have a look. Look at that, good start from Logan there, up to P4. Already Scott's too hot, then up to 3rd, and Liam has taken the lead then. Whoa, there's contact already. Down goes Liam then. Contact with Neil off the start then. Has left him on the floor. Oh my dear, look at that lot. That's getting a bit argy-bargy. And Connor's already up to 3rd, ladies and gents. That didn't take very long, did it? Logan then up in P2. Good start from the number 79. Oh, who is that that's gone down? I think that was Jordan that's tipped off in the background. Luckily didn't take anyone with him. As up towards Coppice then, Connor's just looking for a way past Logan. Logan run a bit wide. Connor will get the cut back. Will he? Not quite. All right on board with him then as he heads down towards the Foggy S's. Lovely stuff. That is a beautiful overtake down into the Foggy S's then. Will Logan try and fight it? He will. Good start this from the Molten R5L Yamaha rider. Into the Melbourne Loop. Then Connor's already hit the front. Well, it didn't take him long. What, 3/4 of a lap? Unbelievable. What a talent he is. And up towards Goddard's then. Logan's doing a fantastic job. This is good to see. Like we said in the endurance, Logan's really has been improving recently. And this is backing up. Look at that. Up to P2 as Neil runs wide. Logan takes P2. Go on, Logan. Over the line they go then. Start lap number 2, and it's Connor then, already 6/10 to the good. Into Redgate, then it's Logan, Neil, Hayden. Good start from Hayden. This is the first we've seen of him all weekend. And well, up to P4. Scotty Too Hotty there in P6 with guys sandwiched in between the two HPR riders. Then Jordan, Liam and Ollie. Let's have a look then. Let's keep an eye on the battle for P2 then. This is good from Logan. Nice to see. The young man just keeping that P2. Just got to keep calm now, as we saw in Superbikes yesterday. I'm sure we'll see it again in a short while. The curbs are lethal. No, Logan's down. He nearly takes Neil with him. Oh, that is unlucky for Logan. Oh, I can see Team Boss Ted. He's absolutely gutted. I think he's crying. That's going to cost him a couple of quid. It's all right, Ted's got plenty. Right, Hayden there, still in P3, as down towards the foggy S. Down towards the foggy S's, there they go. Neil still in P2. Connor nearly 2 seconds to the good. Oh, I tell you what, a mistake there from Connor though. It's not an alien, not quite. No, I don't mean that in an offensive way. I mean in most GP terms, that's what they call the top riders. There we are, like Marquez, not Rossi. Right then, Melbourne Loop. Guy takes P3 then from Hayden. Oh, only Josh and Scott Too Hotty there on the back of these guys. Round Goddards then they go. Let's keep an eye on the battle for P3. Good to see Guy in the CS Autos Triumph having a good run out already. Over the line they go to start lap number 3 of 8. Then a second and a half to the good is Connor out front then through wrecking. Whoa! Hayden came in like Miley Cyrus, like a wrecking ball, and nearly wipes out Guy there, but luckily keeps the rubber side down. Now I did see on Logan's Instagram he was aiming for a top 5, and currently he's in a top 5 position, so that's good to see. The battle then for P3 rages on between Scotty Too Hotty, who's been in scintillating form recently, who did win our endurance the other day, last week actually, 5 days ago at Donington Park, and did a great job in the academy at Donington Park as well in Super Sport. Got 2 third places. Is he going to make that 3 here? Well, we'll find out in 5 laps time. There's 3. No! Down he goes at Coppice. I'm giving everyone the commentator's curse. I do apologise. Good presence of mind there from Scott, just keeping out the way of the fellow riders then, which is Logan and Hayden then. Well, that's spread out the top 3 then. Connor, 2.2 seconds to go over Neil, who's having a real strong ride. This will equal his best result of the season, I think. Let me just double check my records, people, because I've been professional and done notes. This is when Neil falls off when I'm not looking. Yes, Neil has had a P2 finish this year, and that is his best result to date then. Oh, what's happened? Hayden's gone down a little bit further back and made a mistake at Melbourne. As we go back to this battle for P4, look at the 2 HPR, that's a new one. HPR machines then. Down toward... Oh, Connor's made a mistake out front, ladies and gents. Dozy Sod in the commentary box was not paying attention. So Connor then has dropped to P2, and that's Neil now up to P1 on the standings at this present moment. Guy there in P3, not far behind these guys. This will be the first podium for Guy if he can just keep this one together. Half race distance. I tell you what, Logan's having a good ride here in P4. He's managed to recover this one well. Up towards McLean's then. And I tell you what, he's got 3 riders. Oh, so we've had Jordan and Hayden down there. Oh, Hayden's now just lost his head a little bit there, just pushed it a bit too much at Coppers then. That battle for, I tell you what, battle for P4 then between Scott and Logan then. Logan's really come on form recently. Good to see. I believe he's been training with the KRP Racing Yamaha riders. Into Goddards then. Go the 2 leaders, 8/10 is the gap. We'll just keep an eye on the timing screens for any movers, but as they come up towards the line past my commentary point now, and on to lap number 5, 1:28.5 for Neil. I'm sure Connor will be doing his very best to close that gap, and that is what he's doing then. 4/10, just about half a second is the gap then between first and second as he head down Hollywood and into the Craner Curves. Good result this for Guy as it stands. Logan still in P4, Scott in 5th, Liam in 6th. Then it's Hayden, Jordan and Ollie rounding out the field. Up towards Starkey's bridge and through the Schwantz curve section into McLean's. What has happened to Connor? I'm so dozy, it's unbelievable. Connor again has tipped off, and this just goes to show how difficult this Donington Park circuit is. As we said yesterday in Superbikes, these curbs are absolutely lethal at Donington. And well, it is showing here. The battle for P4 is raging on between Logan, Scott and Liam. Let's ride on board then with Liam, who's going to get a grandstand view of this one as he head down towards the foggy S's then. That's getting a bit tight between the two Hondas. Logan there just went in a little bit too quick, and that's compromised his exit down to the Melbourne Loop. Then Scott's going for it then. He's going for it. Logan's not going to give it up. No, Scott goes down. Scott then has took the front at the Melbourne Loop. Was that too much brake maybe? Was there a slight bit of contact? I couldn't quite tell from that angle, but it was certainly close between the pair of them. Well, guys now got a 1.1 second advantage over Connor then in P2. This is great to see from Guy, the number 83 CS Autos Triumph. Through Redgate then they go. It's Logan versus Liam then for P4 at the moment. 79 plays 44 then down through the Craner curves and into the old hairpin. If you're close enough to the rider through Craner curves, you can set up a move into the old hairpin, but it's certainly ambitious, and I've tried it many times. Yeah, it has backfired many times as well. So, and again, into McLean's. Now, this is what we're saying in free practice. There's different lines here. In a race, you'd probably want to go a bit defensive, depending on what lap, and it will just help you keep your position. As Connor and Guy now are battling for P2. Let's get back to this one then. What has happened to Guy as Connor has now up to P2 into the foggy S, then through the left, through the right. Connor's made a bit of a mistake there. Will Guy be able to capitalise? No, not on this occasion. Down into the Melbourne Loop then. Guy's looking threatening all over the back of Connor. Nicely done then, up towards excuse me, up towards Goddard's they go then. 3.3 seconds is the gap between first and second. Can Neil hang on? We'll find out in a couple of laps' time. On to the penultimate lap they go then. Superbike riders, get yourselves ready. It is nearly time for race 2 of the weekend for the SDPG British Superbikes, and they'll be coming up next after this one. Right, Liam and Logan still in a battle then for P4. Second and a half is the gap between Logan and Scott at the moment. Well, this is a good result for Logan. He cannot be disappointed with this one. Should be very pleased with his afternoon's work. Into the old hairpin then. Nice to do. He's looking really good on that bike this weekend. Is Logan on the Malted R5L Racing Yamaha. Up towards McLean's then they go. I tell you what, let's keep an eye on this gap out front, because Connor's really pulled the pin on that grenade. And I tell you what, he's throwing it at Neil at the moment. Down towards the foggy S's then, hard on the brakes. Through the left, through the right. Look at this, 1.7 seconds is the gap now. Can Connor do this? Well, we'll see very shortly. Into the Melbourne Loop then for the penultimate time. That gap's still 1.6 seconds. It's going to be tight. It is going to be very close. He's pulled away from Guy, who's had a good race there in P3. Liam has just gapped Logan ever so slightly, but it's still a great race from Logan. P6 at the moment for Scott, and then it's Hayden, Ollie and Jordan rounding out the order. Final lap then. 88 plays number 9. Honda versus Yamaha. Who's going to take it then through Redgate down towards down towards Hollywood and the Crater Curve section. 1.2 seconds is the gap. Both riders have got penalties, as Caelan has pointed out in the chat. One mistake from either of them will hand their opponent the victory. And I tell you what, we speak of a mistake. It's Connor that's cracked under the pressure. Guy then is up to P2, and Neil's just got to keep his head, and he'll take this one. His first win with STPG into Coppestead for the final time. 5 seconds is the gap. Can Guy hold on to P2? It'll be a good effort if he can. Let's keep an eye then on this battle, as Neil's already down into the foggy S's then. Connor's on the back wheel. Oh, I tell you what, that's brave. That's really brave. Oh, I tell you what, that's not a bad run there for Connor. Down towards the Melbourne Loop. And he is going to take P2, is he, from Guy? Guy's going to try and tough it out round the outside. Will he get the cut back? I'm sure he will. Yes, he will. Guy gets the cut back there. Up towards Goddard's. I think Connor's just going to hold it. Meanwhile, Neil's done it. His first race win. Neil wins the sprint here at Donington Park. And a close battle for P2. It depends how much time, penalty time, Connor's got, but that could be Guy's. Liam there in P4. Logan's going to hang on to 5th. Great result that for Logan. 6th for Scott. Then Hayden will cross the line in P7. Ollie in 8th. And P9 for Jordan. What a race that was. Fantastic stuff. Unfortunately, George, I'm going to say no on this occasion, buddy, just because the bike's not ready and replacement ride as well. There is something on replacement rides which will bring you in the coming days. Well, there you go then. It is Neil, Guy and Connor. Your podium finishes. Well done to Guy there. Liam there in P4, Logan in 5th, Scott in 6th, Hayden in 7th, Ollie in 8th, Jordan in 9th, and Kaylin is in the results. Do we be kind? Possibly. There you go. Perfect stuff. Well done to the Supersport riders, and I'm not ready. There we go. Right then. Lovely stuff. Okay, so let's get everything ready then for Super Bikes 10 laps coming up then. Oh, is anyone excited? I'm really excited for Super Bikes. Oh, right then. Can I actually... Why have I not left the lobby? What a sausage. What a sausage. Right then, I could see some tense faces. I'm not going to lie. That's all right there, Charlie. It's just 50 grand, mate. You know, this is just mates' rates, I'm afraid, buddy. Right then, let's go for this one then. 10 laps, and I need to get the grid up for Superbikes. Well, what a race it was yesterday. Drama was aplenty. Yesterday, ladies and gents, there were so many incidents I could not keep up, did not know what to say yesterday, but it was Yorkshire's top rank. Dylan took the win. It was a 1-2 for the CS Autos Ducati team, with Brett rounding out that P2, well, taking that P2. Then we had, who did we have in third? Do you know what? I can't remember. It's been... Oh dear. Right, let me check. Let me check my records. Might be a good idea. Where's the... I can't keep up. Where's Super? There we are. Right. Yeah, just 50 grand, Charlie, if that's all right, mate. Mason G, I think, was P3, wasn't he? Yes, he was. Mason G there. It was Adam, Ted, Joe, Aaron, Mason, Roth, Charlie and Jan was your 10 riders yesterday. How many have we got? We've got 2, we've got 4, we've got 6, we've got 8, we have got 10. Who? Charlie, yes, we're missing Charlie. Right then. So, let's get the grid set up. Jamie, hopefully you get out tonight, sunshine, because, well... yes, say no more. Right then. We'll get the grid set up. What am I doing? I'm being an absolute wally. An absolute wally brain. I know you're all shocked. Right then, let's get the grid set then. So Dylan in P1, Brett in P2. Who was third again? Of course, Mr. Broken Collarbone in P3. Then it was Adam Goodride into P4 yesterday. Then it was the Super One in P5. Then it was Front Row Joe in P6. Then it was Aaron and Mason Roth. And then it'd be Jan and Jamie. So, where have I put my notes? Because I think this is someone's 50th race, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this could be Mason Roth's 50th race. Let me just double check that. Yes, it is. Mason Roth. Congratulations, Sunshine. This is your 50th race with SDPG. Thank you for putting up with us that long. So, yes, Mason Roth, this is his 50th outing with SDPG. So, congratulations to Mason. And yes, we will... Oh my goodness gracious, did I boot anyone? Oh, this is so annoying. Honestly. We've got imposters. As you can tell. It's probably on my face. Right then, anyone else gonna... I'm just checking my records. I know. Look at that. That is official. Yes. The SDPG. Actually, I could get sued for that. Sorry. I'm such a tool. Please just tell me to shut up if I'm getting annoying. Do a silent commentary. Okay, right, before I make myself look like a tit anymore, it's time to go with race number 2 for the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves. 10 laps coming up next. Alrighty, let's go. That sounded... Oh dear, I need to stop doing this commentary, I'm sorry. Right then. Okay. I think I know what's going to happen here. Right then. We'll just give the game about an hour. That's absolutely fine. We've got all night. Don't worry. Yeah, of course it has. For God's sake. I'm actually getting annoyed for the riders, to be honest, because it's just... Tell you what, people. It grates my cheese to these disconnections. There you are. There's a saying for you. Right then. Well, the RD Racing Yamaha then is packed up before we even got going. Let's see then what the riders can do. Good luck to Mason Roth in his 50th outing. Good luck to all the riders. Let's see what happens in this one. Can the CS Autos Ducatis do what they did yesterday? Maybe a 1-2? Again, that would be nice. Can Super Ted from P5 work his way up 3 positions yesterday? Can he get himself on the podium? Well, I pray for all of them. As we're about to get going then with race number 2 of the weekend. 10 laps. Let's go. Right then. Just get yourself comfy. Right. I'm going to be professional. I'm going to put my arms on the table then as we get... Right, now I have spoke to MSV before we get going. Red lights are not working. Someone's snipped the plug. Right then. And we are underway for... this one. That's a good start from Brett then as he heads down towards turn number 1 and will lead into turn 1. What's going on with Mason G and Dylan? Oh, what a start by Super Ted. Up to P2. He's got them elbows out. And well, what's happened? Oh, what's happened to Brett, ladies and gents? Why am I being so dippy? No, Ted's down. Oh my god. Jan's up to 3rd, everybody. Jan is up to 3rd. That's what we like to see. It's all kicking off. I knew it would. Oh my goodness gracious. Right. Okay. Whew. Let's keep calm and let's carry on with the commentary. Brett there has to work his way back up from P6. Mason Roth, 50th outing for us. Good start in P5. Jan is up to 4th. Keep your head, Jan. You've got this, sunshine. Front row, Joe in P3. And I'm out of puff already. Let's have a look there. Brett's up to P5. He was momentarily, but it's the front 2 of yesterday. Mason G and Dylan then. In towards the foggy S's. Mason G absolutely nailed that. We will talk a bit more about Mason G in the coming laps and over this race distance. But at the front it is Mason G and Dylan. Front row Joe goes a bit wide. Jan there was up to 4th momentarily. But Brett has gained 2 positions there from Rhymes running wide. I don't know what's happened to Ted. A bit further back, just not going his way at the moment. In P9 behind Aaron. And Adams had a very good weekend. Over the line they go then. Start lap number 2. And Dylan's looking for a way past Mason G. He thinks better of it then into Redgate. Oh, we were talking to Dylan last night after the event, and he was saying he was very strong on the brakes into Redgate and was feeling like that would be his position to overtake Mason G or anybody for that matter. Through the old hairpin then, can Mason G get another win this season? Can Dylan make it 2 out of 2 this weekend? Or what will this young man do? Ashby's finest home round for Brett. 10 out of 10 podiums so far this season. Been on the podium in every race. Front row, Joe's down. Joe tucks the front at the Schwantz curve and has hit the deck. This is a good run from Jan. Positive signs at the moment and leading pathway. This would be good for Jan if he could take a win in the pathway class. Still a long way to go. Mason G looks really strong over most of the lap, to be fair. It's just that first sector down the pit straight where the Ducati really does come into its own, as down towards Melbourne Loop. Then Jan and Mason Roth having a good battle here. Honda versus BMW. Aaron has dropped the big ZX10 a bit further back, but out front then it is still Mason G and Dylan scrapping over this first position. Then over the line they go, past my commentary point now, and on to another lap into Redgate. I tell you what, Mason G just pulled out a bit of an advantage here. If he just keeps it nice and smooth, it could be a force to be reckoned with. Brett there in P3, Jan still in 4th, Mason Roth in 5th, Joe in 6th, Super Ted now up to P7, Adam in 8th, and Aaron rounding out the field at the moment. Let's keep an eye on this battle out front though, ladies and gents. Mason G's off the track. Mason G is off the track there at Old Hairpin, as up towards the Schwantz curve and McLean section. Now they go, and Dylan is sniffing blood. The shark smells blood here in race number 2 of the Superbikes. And I can tell you what, ladies and gents, they've got 15 laps to do later on, so this will be a grueling test for them later on. Mason G there doing a fantastic job on the Moulton R5L Yamaha into the Foggy S's there. Mason G missed a few rounds at the start of the season, but he certainly made up for it at Donington Park, really showing his true speed, and we did think that Mason G would be a title charger going into this season, and Dylan runs a little bit wide, but got it back to a nice late apex, and that won't affect him too much. Brett there still in P3, Jan having a strong ride in 4th, Mason Ross made a mistake a bit further back, Joe in 5th battling with Super Ted, and did Joe just let Ted through there? That's good thinking that from the number 69 into Redgate they go. Oh, Dylan had a bit of a look there down the inside of Mason G. Through Hollywood they go then one more time. It's right on board with the number 1, Yorkshire's top wreck. Through the Craner curves, nicely done. Into the old hairpin they go one more time. That 4 of 10 then. And through the Starkey's Bridge and Schwantz curve section now, and about to head up towards McLean's. Lovely stuff. Both riders looking very comfortable at the moment. Brett just doesn't quite have the pace to go with these guys, but still, a podium is a podium. That is what he's got to keep doing. Aiming to be the Joan Mir of SDPG this year. I'm liking that, Brett. I'm liking that, sunshine. Right, down towards the Foggy S's they go. One more time. Hard on the brakes then. Dylan does close up the gap between himself and Mason G. Oh, just gets it slightly wrong there through the Foggy S's. This is good to see, though, from Yorkshire's top rack. Back at the pointy end of races where he belongs. So does Mason G. To be fair, all of them deserve to be up there, because they do a fantastic job. We don't want to take our eyes off this battle. As through Goddard's they go, then that gap shrinks to 2/10. Mason G gets a good run out. Dylan in the slipstream then, down towards Redgate. Is he going to make a move on lap 5 of 10? No, he won't. He will just think about that one. These riders don't do any rash moves whatsoever, and it's good to see. Oh my goodness gracious. The dreaded L word crept in there, and my heart fell through my bottom. As through the old hairpin they go then, one more time. That 5 of 10 then, up towards McLean's they go now. Both riders doing a fantastic job at the moment. Big shout out to Jan there, still in P4. Don't want to put any pressure on him, but this is a good a good showing from Jan then into Coppice then. Looks like Mason G just stretching that gap ever so slightly. You lot want an on-board lap with Dylan, we can make that happen. Down towards the Foggy S's then they go. Jan's up to 3rd. What's happened to Brett then? I do apologise. Okay, we'll just keep an eye on this battle then, momentarily. I'll tell you what, Ted's not far behind. Here goes Jan into the foggy S's then. Down the inside, he levers Brett aside and takes the podium position. Right, keep your head, Jan. Keep your head. Doing a good job. And look who's there. Super Ted's there, the two championship rivals. Ted's going for it down the inside of Brett, and he takes it. So Ted now up to 4th. This is good to see. Oh, look at that. 3 different manufacturers fighting it out for the podium positions. Ted down the inside. And Brett as well. Yes, they both just about get through on Jan, which is no easy feat. Then right on board with the BMW rider. It's going down the inside of Brett again. Good to see this from Jan. This is brilliant stuff. Through Redgate then and down towards Hollywood and the Craner Curve section. Ted's already going then and is escaping from these guys. We've still got 8.6 seconds to gain on Dylan and Mason G. If any mistakes do occur though... No! No! Jan's down! Oh, I don't believe it. Jan was doing such a good run there, but that is positive signs though from the number 57. Right, Brett has now been let loose on Super Ted then. Let's see whether Ted can hold off the Ducati. We'll keep an eye on that battle. Absolutely, Scott, Jan and Ted do need to take a bow for their efforts there, and so does Brett. That was very, very clean racing. That is a good example of clean racing. Aaron's just had a bit of a tip off a bit further back as well then. Unlucky that for the Exact Moves Kawasaki rider, but it's still Mason G out front. 1.1 seconds to the good at the moment. Doesn't look like Dylan has much of an answer for Mason G in this one. But you never know, anything can and probably will happen since it's motorbike racing and SDPG. Over the line they go then, start lap 7 of 10. And into Redgate, nicely done that from Dylan. Beautiful to see. Second is the gap at the moment. And a second is the gap between 3rd and 4th, Super Ted and Brett. This is what Ted needs to start doing now if he wants to mount a title charge, is finish ahead of Brett. And Brett's 100% podium record is under threat in this one, but we will see what happens as we go towards the end of this one. Back at the front, Mason G loves that line. The amount of times we see the dust being kicked up there, and it works for him. He keeps it rubber side down somehow. Through through McLean's they go then, and up towards Coppice. Nicely done that for Dylan there. I do apologise, laptop's just being a bit funky at the moment. Into Coppice then goes Super Ted. Brett's just dropped back a bit, a second and a half down. Adams hit the deck a bit further back as well. Oh, I tell you what, Dylan had a big moment there. We just caught the end of that one, but he certainly did not get on the gas as early as he would have liked to there. Ted is looking very clean indeed, Scott. This is good to see from the number 34. Tough 3 races for him, the last 2 at Alton Park, and yesterday's race number 1 here at Donington just didn't quite go the way of Super Ted. He's doing a fantastic job here in P3. Over the line into Redgate they go. The gap is 7/10 of a second. Mason G, well, if only he'd started the season with us then, ladies and gents, and had done all the races, where would he be? That is the question, but he's doing a great job at the moment. Through the old hairpin then goes the CS Autos Ducati and the Malton R5L Yamaha then up towards McLean's on lap 8 of 10. Nicely done that from the pair of them. Mason G looking very tidy out front then. Just got to keep his composure, clip the curve there. Does that upset his run onto the back straight? No, not really. Under the ghost of the Dunlop Bridge then, and into the Foggy S's. Oh, look at that. Mason does like to run a lot of outside curve into the Foggy S's. Like Dylan there, just went in a bit hot into the Foggy S's. I tell you what, this has been a fantastic Superbike race then to open their day's racing. Up towards Goddard's then for the 8th time of asking hard on the brakes. And into Goddard's then. Still been a good run this from Jan down there in P7, but that does not reflect his race at all. He's done a cracking race there. Over the line goes the 2 leaders. Mason G being hunted down by the number 1 of Yorkshire's Top Back then through Redgate for the penultimate time. Has Dylan got anything left? for Mason G. That gap is hovering around 0.4 of a second down through the Craner curves. I tell you what, Dylan is putting up a hell of a fight here through the old hairpin, then up through Starkey's Bridge and the Schwantz curve now for the two leaders. Looks like Dylan's losing a bit of time through that section, and that's where the Yamaha really does come into its all through the faster corners. The handling of the Yamaha will certainly help into Coppis. Then we'll just go for a quick run down of the order. Ted's still in third. Brett's not got the pace to hang with him. Joe there still in fifth, having a battle there with Mason Rolfe in P6. Jan there in seventh, Adam in eighth, and Aaron's doing a bit of grass tracking at Redgate there, doing a good job. That was a hell of a line from Mason G. Dylan's had a warning. Dylan has had a warning there from the rear end. Is it better just to settle for P2 in this one? I know, Dylan, he will not give up. That is the thing, he will not give up. You're quite right. You're quite right, Richard. The R5L machines, the malted R5L Yamaha bikes look absolutely stunning. Here we go. Final lap time. Mason G's has got to do what he's done for the last 9 laps and get this one home and in the bag. Dylan has put up a hell of a fight here. One last go for Dylan, maybe throw the kitchen sink at it. I don't know if he's going to have enough in the tank to fight Mason G. I don't think so. A slight mistake there from Dylan. He does close up. It's like a yo-yo effect, this one, isn't it? Through the old head, through Starkey's and Schwartz. Oh, the pair of them. Oh, unbelievable. Well, this is going to be a close one to the finish, and we'll keep an eye on this battle. Supersport riders, get yourselves ready. It is nearly time for the feature race for you guys. 12 laps for Supersport coming up after race 2 of Super Bikes. Down towards the foggy S's they go then for the final time. Has Mason got it? Will he ride defensive or just ride how he has been? Well, I'm sure he'll... Oh, there was a moment from Dylan that surely handed the race to Mason G. He's thrown everything at it though as Dylan. Let's keep an eye on Mason G. Make sure he makes no mistakes. I tell you what, that has been some effort from these two. No mistakes from lights to flag. That is something special. Well, ladies and gents, he's broke his collarbone in real life, but that's not slowed him down at all. Mason G then will take the win in race 2 of the weekend. A valiant effort by both Mason G and Dylan, first and second. And Super 10 gets back on the box, ladies and gents. He's back and takes a well-deserved P3. And Brett's 100% podium record comes to an end. P4 for Brett then. Joe and Mason Rolfe. Yes, Mason, we like that. Joe in 5th, Mason Rolfe in 6th. And this man has really, really impressed this evening. Well, Jan, that does not show your race, buddy. That is a fantastic effort from Jan. Hovering around that top 3, top 4 all race until a slight mistake cost him there. Adam will be in P8 and Aaron there will be P9. Fantastic stuff from the Superbike riders, and Dylan does take the faster. Look at that. That is unbelievable. The top 3 all within pretty much 0.2 of a second of each other in terms of lap time. Unbelievable. Oh, Sean's watching. Hello, Sean. How are you, buddy? Nice to have you with us this evening. Right then, so let's go for a rundown of the final classification of the Super Bikes. It was Mason G, Dylan and Super Ted rounding out the podium with Brett there in P4, front row Joe in P5. Mason Rolfe in his 50th outing takes P6, Jan there in 7th, Adam in 8th, Aaron there in P9, and I will put the cap on because I don't want, well, I just don't want to look like a prat. There we go. Lovely stuff. I can see some very, very happy faces to my right, which is fantastic. And let's get it on the right screen, Seamus. Wakey, wakey! Hello, everybody. Hello, can we all see me? Oh, the laptop's just being very... We just have to give it a minute. It's tired. It's had a long day. Oh, it's thinking about it. Can you think a bit faster? There we go. No. Sorry, I just cannot see the little preview. Nope, it's not working. No, it is working. No, it's not working. Make your mind up. Right. Okay, so that's not gone well. Right, 12 laps for Supersport. I need to get the grid up, actually. That might be a good idea. Right. I don't know what's going on there. I do apologise, ladies and gents. We've got some technicals. Let me just hang on. I'll refresh. That might be a good idea. Right, we'll get the Supersport lobby. Will be up any second now. And the lobby is now up indeed for the Super Sport race. 12 laps for the Super Sport riders. And now the software's really had enough. Just like my throat after that one. That was impressive stuff. That was a great race from Superbikes. First Supersport race, but an absolute cracker as well. Let's see if that is the case here in the feature race. I'm sure it will be. And just give me 2 minutes, ladies and gents. My team needs to chat with me urgently. I've just been waved at. Oh, I'm back. Hello. I do apologise about that, ladies and gents. Right then. I'm all steamed up. It's very warm in this commentary box. It's so warm. Right. Let's see. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. We have an import. Wait. Get out. You're not allowed in. Am I joking? If you want to take part, people. If anyone wants to take part thinking this looks like a barrel of laughs, by all means, give us a message on Instagram and we will try and get you in. But the Academy's so... Oh, Hayden. I was going to say another imposter. Right then. Let's get the grid set up for the feature race for Super Sport. Yes, that is correct, Sean. That is correct. So, where's Neil? Neil took a fantastic win in the first one. Then it was... Where is he? Guy took his first podium of the season in P2, and Connor spent more time on the back wheel on the final lap than actually making moves. I'm only messing, Connor. I'm only messing, mate. Where's Logan? Logan had a really good ride in the first one. Is Logan in? Yes, there he is. I've gone right past him. Scotty too hot. Scotty too hot. No, bad. Stop it. Sorry, Scott. I'm really offending the Scottish race. Where's Hayden's just joined? There he is. P7 for Hayden. P8 for Ollie. Yes. P9 for Jordan. P7 for Kaylin. Right, everyone else. Oh, dearie me. Okay. Are we all ready? No, that's a good answer. That is a good answer. Well, 2 races down, 3 more to go. After this one, ladies and gents, it will be Superbike Race 3. 15 laps for the next Superbike race. Oh my goodness, I don't think I can take much more of this, but we'll have a go. Sorry, just getting so... I'll tell you what we need. We need a bouncer in the lobby. If that's possible, that would just be brilliant, wouldn't it? Yeah, I know. I'm full of good ideas. George, I'm actually quite concerned about Isaac's helmet. Hopefully it's nothing offensive. I think I already know what it is because I saw it in the Discord earlier. And if so, you're a lot braver than me, mate. That's all I'm saying. Right then. Let's go then. 12 laps of Supersport action coming your way. And it's time for Ami Electric's British Supersport feature race is coming up next. Okie dokie. Right, we're here. We're raring to go. Everybody is pumped. Oh, pump it up. Yeah, there you go. That's what you're going for. Oh, no, here we go. Right, well, Ash is in. That's positive. George doesn't look like he's in. I'm waiting for Caelan to say he's been boosted because it's bound to happen because the game does not like Caelan or George at the moment. Don't worry, chaps. I think you're brilliant. So... Fair play, George. Don't blame you, mate. Don't blame you. We've got too many wheels. Right. Okay, let me clean my glasses. That might be a good idea because I can't see bagger all at the moment. Which isn't good when you need to commentate. Facts. Right, George is gone. What is it, right? This happened last week, didn't it, Caelan? You managed to not get in the sprint. Oh, no. You got in the sprint and then get in the feature. This game, honestly. Anyway, we love it, don't we? Yeah, let's all say yes so we don't get sued. Right. Glasses are cleaned. I'm ready. Oh, my God. Everything's in, like, 4K. blows your eyeballs out a bit, that. So, it just looks so lovely. Right. Let's stop talking about your eyesight, Seamus, and how blind you are, and let's crack on with the action then. Can Connor get up to P1? Well, he's done a good job from the back of the grid to P3 in the sprint race. Can Logan get a top 3? And what about, ladies and gents, the young man in P10? Can he fight these guys for a podium finish? Well, you'd be a fool to bet against him. Right then, ladies and gents, 12 laps of Ami Electric's British Supersport action. Let's go racing. Let's do this. Right, get myself adjusted. And we're ready to rock and roll then. Yep, so MSV have said that they are deeply sorry, but they just can't be bothered to put a new plug on the lights. That's absolutely fine. Red lights are not on, and we are underway for Supersport feature race. And that is a good start from Guy there, but not a bad one from Connor. Is he going to lead into turn 1? Oh, no, 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 no. There's contact there at turn 1. That's a guy on the floor. Who else was that? I think that was Jordan that hit the deck there as well. Well, it's a Honda 1, 2. Oh, who was that? I think it was Corey going down in the background as well. That's a 1, 2, 3 then for the Hondas then as they go through the old hairpin. Oh my days, who was that going wide? I have not a clue. It's just a blur at the moment. Just a blur. Well, Connor's in the best position out front at the moment. Did make a few mistakes, let's not forget, in the sprint race. Scott there goes for a move into McLean's. Not quite making that one work. Ash, we'll have a look at your helmet in a few moments, buddy, but at the front, look at this. It's a Honda trio. It is a Honda trio. It's down towards the fog. Yes, to go then. Logan had another strong start in this one in P4 at the moment. Hayden in 5th. Most importantly, Caelan in P6. Look at that. Oh, that just looks brilliant, doesn't it? Into the Melbourne Loop. They go then. Look at Liam. Oh, don't take each other out, chaps. Do not take each other out. Oh, Charlie will be furious. Charlie will be livid, I can tell you now. Into Goddard's then. They go. Well, Liam's barged his way to the front, and he... Oh, look at that. I think that was Hayden just going wide there in the background, but that... Oh, he has, and down he goes. Well, Caelan there in P5. Logan, strong start to this one in P4. The Malted R5L Yamaha. Connor Camini has gone to the car park on that occasion, and that nearly lets Scotty 2 Hotty through then. Down through Hollywood and into the Craner curve section they go now. Oh, a bit of a twitch there from both the Hondas. Scott's lurking. Does the shark smell blood? Does the shark smell blood? Well, we'll find out into McLean's then. This is good battle at the front. Look at that. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Scotty 2 Hotty then did come in a bit warm there into McLean's and just hit the back of Connor. Liam's gone wide. Let's ride on board with the number 9 of Connor, who's using some of the grass. I mean, it's not motocross, chaps. Into the fog, yes, it's side by side. Liam will just about hang on to it for now. Down towards the Melbourne Loop. They look like Connor got a good run down towards the Melbourne Loop. Hard on the brakes then. They go. So it's Honda, Yamaha, Triumph, Suzuki, Honda. Excuse me. Triumph. There you go. That was very well done. So at the moment it's these three. You can throw a blanket over them. Less than a second is the gap between these guys. Good weekend for this young man, the number 79 of Logan then, still in P4. Caelan's had a good start to this one, considering he's near the back of the pack there in P5. Neil there in 6th at the moment. Then we've got Guy. Let's have a look at Ash's helmet. Oh, look at that. Oh, I like that, Ash. That is really nice. Who's done that for you, mate? I bet Charlie's done that. Hayden there in P9, Ollie in 10th, Jordan in 11th, and Corey there rounding out the field. Right, back to the front. Let's keep an eye on this battle. Through the Starkey's Bridge and Schwantz Curve section now. Let's have a look at this too, because it's getting close between Caelan and Logan. Well held that from Logan. Oh my goodness. Well, Caelan's down to P4. and is released. Can he maybe drag Logan up to the back of these guys? Neil's there in P9, so he's made a mistake on that one. Here goes Connor down the inside of his teammate. Just a wild guess, Charlie, to be honest, mate. Good run that from Scott through the fog. Yes, it's good run that also from Connor, side by side. Let's ride on board with Scott. Too hot then. Oh, he's going around the outside. That's not going to work, is it? Surely not. Look at this. This just looks awesome. It has worked, you know, ladies and gents. Connor's got it then. What a move. Good to see. Oh, he's overcut that at Goddard's though. And Liam will retake the position, but Connor will also get the run down towards Redgate, then side by side. And it's just about Connor then that takes it. Liam's trying to repay the favour with a bit of interest, and that's not quite worked for Liam on that. Okay, what a race we've got here in the Supersport feature race. Already 1/3 race distance at 4 of 12 at the moment. Right, whereabouts is Logan's just about hanging in there. Is he going to get that stop? Fair play. He looked like he was coming in there like Miley Cyrus, but fair play. He kept that one upright. Well done to Logan on that occasion. Right, Connor is pulling the pin on the grenade and he's throwing it back at Liam and Scott. Nearly a second is the gap. Through copies to go now. The three Hondas, first, second and third. Caelan not far behind. He might be able to do something. 1.7 seconds is the gap. Do not rule out the number 22 KRP Racing Yamaha. Down into the foggy S's then. Through the left, through the right. Nicely done. I tell you what, these lads have been watching the Superbikes, haven't they? Oh, Logan's just got that a little bit rolled through the foggy S's. Gathers it up nicely then. And we've got Ash there in P6. Guys made a mistake a bit further back. And that's promoted Neil and Ollie up a few positions there. Oh, Logan now up to P... Well, he was briefly up to P4. Caelan made a mistake on that occasion. Through Goddard's then. We'll start the top three here, just spacing out a little bit. We'll keep an eye on this battle for P4 though, because we've got Caelan, Logan and Ash over the line they go to start lap 5 of 12. Hard on the brakes into Redgate. Looks like Scott's just dropping off the back of Liam on this particular lap. Logan's really giving it to Caelan. And I'll tell you what, that practice has done him a world of good. And I think Logan's been training with the KRP Racing Riders. Good evening, Isaac. Hope you are well, buddy. Into old hairpin then. Oh, nicely done. Logan's really keeping with Caelan here. This is good to see. As up through Starkey's Bridge and the Schwantz Curve section now. Oh, Caelan there just looked like he went through there a bit slow. Maybe a mistake. I don't think Logan will do anything silly. He's not a dirty rider at all, is Logan. Up towards Coppice then. He goes hard on the brakes. Oh, look at that. You know what they say, good results, it can really boost your confidence, and confidence is what helps riders go quickly. Take that from me. Right then, into the foggy S's they go then. Identical lines there between Caelan and Logan as they go down towards the Melbourne Loop. I do agree, Charlie. Ashley's having a good run out, considering this is his first run out of the weekend. He's doing a great job through the Melbourne Loop and up towards Goddard as he goes in. It's right on board with the number 34 of Ash. Nicely done through Goddard's. The gap out front, nearly 2.5 seconds between Connor and Liam. Scott's not far behind either. We can see them just going into Redgate now. As they head off on their merry way down towards the old hairpin. Both Caelan and Logan just run a bit wide there, so does Ash. Oh, I thought someone was going to hit the deck then, but not quite. Not quite, Isaac. I think we're a little bit behind schedule. Might just be on time. We've had a few delays this evening. Through the old hairpin then goes Logan, Caelan and Ash. A bit wide there from Logan, but that's okay. Just kept it rubber side down into McLean's the go. Nice defensive line that from Logan. Still been a very good weekend. Absolutely brilliant from Logan. Massive improvements, and this is good to see. Ash is not far behind either on the SDPG Racing Suzuki down to... That's a good run though from Ash in the slipstream of Logan. Is he going to make the move? He's got to jump on board with the Yamaha. Do we see a Suzuki? No, we don't. So Logan manages just to keep hold of that P5 for now, down towards the Melbourne Loop then. Oh, well defended that from Logan on the Malted R5L Yamaha. Oh, That was close. Up towards Goddard's then. Nicely done. Half race distance has just been completed by the leaders. As on to... Oh, Logan's got a bit wide. Gathers it up nicely though. Down towards Redgate. Is Ash going to make a move? He's having a look. He's having a look. Oh, and Logan just about keeps hold of the position. This is good riding from Logan. This is... What happened there between Ash and Logan? Was there a bit of contact? That was really strange. I have no idea. And I was looking at it. Oh, Sean, you need to clean your glass a bit more. Right, well, that's just spread this group out a little bit. Caelan's on his way up towards Scott. I don't think he'll have enough time to catch Scotty Too Hotty. Well, meanwhile, out front, it is a number 9 of Connor. Thank you on that one. Ted says that was a lag issue. Down towards the Foggy S's then they go. It is Connor, 3.5 seconds to the good ahead of Liam. Scotty Too Hotty has not let Liam go whatsoever. Through the left, through the right, and down towards the Melbourne Loop. Caelan's hovering around 2 seconds behind, so like we say, it will need a mistake from one of these three for Caelan to close the gap around the Melbourne Loop. Them Hondas do look nice, don't they? I'm not going to lie, they look beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Into Goddard's then they go. Got to be careful here, the camber does drop away from you. Very easy to tuck the front there and make a mistake, but they all get round nice and safely over the line then into Redgate. Lap 8 of 12, 2/3 race distance. Totally agree with that one, Charlie. It's been a good run from Logan. Oh, excuse me. Down through Hollywood then and into the Craner Curves goes number 44 and the number 5 of Liam and Scott then hard on the brakes. Well, I will say hard on the brakes. You don't have much brake through the old hairpin, otherwise you'll end up on your ear, and that's not good. Oh dear me, I didn't mean to do that, but we'll have a look at Caelan anyway on the KRP Racing Yamaha. If you're wondering why there's a different livery on that bike this weekend, well, it's the home round for the team, and they decided to run. Oh, that's quite striking, and I like that livery. I do like it. To be fair, there's not a livery on the grid that I don't like, to be fair. Lovely stuff. Right, down towards the Foggy S's then we go. 7/10 is the gap between P2 and P3 at the moment. Through the Foggy S's then for Liam. And down into the Melbourne Loop then hard on the brakes. Nicely done from both the riders. Scott's looking really comfortable here. Good bit of form. He's in a bit of a purple patch at the moment, and I tell you what, it won't be long before Scott gets his first win over here in the Supersport class in the Academy. Through Goddard's they go then. Caelan's still hovering around that 2-second mark. I don't think he's going to challenge, like we said, I don't think he's going to challenge for the top 3, but still a great ride from lower down the order. Logan still hanging on to P5, and Ash is ready to resume battle at the moment. Through Redgate and down through Hollywood and Craner Curves, elbow on the deck, full Marc Marquez style. That's how we like it. Into the Craner Curves and down through the old hairpin now. Look, he's using all the road, is Logan. That is impressive. Very good work from Logan. We won't jinx him. We'll keep an eye on this battle for P2 then between the two Hondas. Scott then is just lost a fraction of time on this lap. Into Coppice they go then. On towards, down towards the Foggy S's. Oh, we've lost Hayden from this one then. Retirement on lap 9 for the HBR rider. Through the Foggy S's they go then. Good to see this from Scott. Caelan, also fantastic ride in this one. But let's get back to this battle because Ash is looming then. Is Logan going to defend? Oh, he's trying. He's let the brake off that, and he's made the. That was brilliant from Logan there. Nicely done. Let's see if Ash can retaliate then. Up towards Goddard's then. Let's keep an eye on Logan's lap times actually, because it'd be interesting to see what times he's doing. No problem, Hayden. No problem. Over the line of 128.6. That is a very quick lap time. Here comes Ash though. Down into Redgate. Oh, he had a look. He only had a look. Oh, a bit wide there from Logan. Is Ash going to get the cut back then? No, he doesn't. He backs out of that one. Through Hollywood and down the Craner Curves. Well, just keep an eye on the timing screens for any more movers. Through the old hairpin, then lap 10 of 12. Through the Starkey Bridge section. A little bit of lag just creeping in there. Ollie's up to P7 a bit further back. Neil in 8th, Guy in 9th, Jordan in 10th, and Corey in P11. Into Coppice, and Ash had a look, but didn't quite make that one stick. Caitlin's closed a bit on Scott, but again, I don't think it's going to be enough. Down towards the Foggy S's to go for the 10th time of asking hard on the brakes. This is good riding from the pair of them through the Foggy S's. Oh, Ash has got a beautiful run through the Foggy S's and does take P5 from Logan. I do agree, Sean. Absolutely fantastic stuff from Logan. That not cracking under pressure, that is a big, big skill to have. If you've got that in your toolbox, you're doing very, very well. Logan cannot be disappointed with his performance this weekend. Been an absolute scintillating ride from the number 79. Down towards Redgate then for the penultimate time of asking, still 128.8. Me too, to be honest, Sean. Me too, to be honest, mate. Right then, let's just have a quick check on everybody. Connor there, nearly 6 seconds to the good at the moment in P1. Liam in 2nd, Scott in 3rd, Kaylin in 4th, again, just run out of time. And I tell you what, Logan back up to P5. Ash has made a mistake then. And yeah, absolutely credit to Ash in this one. P6 at the moment. Ollie in 7th, Neil in 8th, Guy in 9th, Jordan in 10th, Corey in 11th. Bosh. Mic drop. Into Foggy then for the penultimate time. I don't think there's any battles really at the moment. Everyone's just pretty well spread out. Let's keep an eye on any battles. No, it's all just fairly spread out between everybody at the moment. Wow. Of course, Charlie, yes. Your 2 riders then, P1 and 2 at the moment. It's looking good for the APR Honda team. Through the final corner then and onto the home straight for the final time. It was a P3 and the sprint race for Connor. Is it going to be a P1 27.7? That's unbelievable. 128.3 then for Liam. Missed Scott's time there. Superbike riders, get yourselves ready. It's nearly time for race 3. Do not go anywhere, ladies and gents. It's going to be a cracker. But we got this one to finish off then, as down through Hollywood. And look at this. Connor's already at the old hairpin. Wow. Through Starkeys and the Schwantz curve section then for Connor. Well, here's Mr. Supersport at the moment. Absolutely stunning work from the number 9. We will see Connor out in the Ducatis a little bit later on. But for now, it's going to be a P1 if he can just keep this one rubber side down. I'm expecting something here. Yeah, I knew it. Absolutely showing off before the end. Really unprofessional. Down to the Foggy S's then for Connor. 7 seconds to the good. And he's taking a lead out of Dilsey 46s. But look at this. Unbelievable. Into the Melbourne Loop then for the final time. Connor has run an exceptional race, and fair play to all the top 5. I've not seen any mistakes, or any major mistakes from any of them. Well, Charlie will be stepping on the podium, again drowned in champagne by his 2 riders, and Connor will take the win in the feature race. Connor is victorious at Donington Park. Great ride by Connor. Liam will take P2, pushed all the way by Scotty Too Hot, who takes his 3rd podium of the season. Well done to Scott. Caelan from P10 on the back wheel to finish P4, and this rider on your screens will get rider of the round no matter what. Logan P5, Ash in P6, and then Ollie will take P7, Neil in 8, Guy on the back wheel in 9th, very nice. Jordan then will take P10 as round Goddard he goes now on the CS Autos Triumph. And over the line goes number 23 of Jordan. Then what a race that was. Fair play to all the riders on that one. That was an unbelievable race, ladies and gents. I'm sure you will agree. Well done to everybody. That it's not an easy circuit. Look at the, hang on, let's have a look. Look at Ash's time. He's just put it in the chat. The 2nd fastest rider. I mean, who says SDPG hasn't got any talent? Utter bull, you know what. Well then, it is Connor that wins ahead of Liam and Scotty. 2 hottie rounds out the podium. Then it's Caleb, Logan, my rider of the round in P5, Ash in 6th, Ollie in 7th, Neil in 8th, Guy in 9th, Jordan in 10th, and Corey rounds out the runners and riders in that one. I'm not going to ask Jan. Right, let's crack on with this one then. Let's get Superbikes ready to rock and roll. And as per usual, my higher right hand men are very distracting. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. Well done to all Supersport riders there. And hello everybody, hello, we are back. Right, 15 laps of Superbike action coming your way in just a few moments time. What a race we saw earlier between Dylan and Mason G, who is going to take the final race win of the weekend. I tell you what, a titanic front row with Mason G, Dylan and Super Ted on row number 1. And then we'll have Brett on row number 2, who unfortunately ended his 100% podium streak earlier on in race 1. Superbike riders, your lobby is now up. Please get yourselves in as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Look at that. Aaron first in. Beats Dylan to that title. Lovely. Get the grid up, Seamus. Get the grid up. Be professional for a change. Right then. This could take me an hour. I'm no good with technology, which is really concerning actually in this... yeah, never mind. Right. I do waffle some, you know what, don't I? I'm so sorry. Right then, let's... There we go. Right, lovely stuff. Who are we waiting for? Don't know if Jamie's taking part in this one. We've got... Right, here we go. I'm going to start squinting, I do apologise. We've got Mason G. Where's Mason? There's Mason. We've got Dylan. Yes, we've got Dylan. We've got Ted. Yep, we've got Brett. No, we haven't. Brett is... Oh, no, there he is. I do apologise. Brett's there. Where's front row? Joe. Is that who we're missing in this one? Yes, we're missing Joe and Jamie. Lovely stuff. Oh, I thought that was one of the lads then. Right. Okie dokie. Let's see. Tell you what, let's get the grid set up. That's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah. Cracking on. Oh, here's Joe. Look at that. Joe's here, is ready to rock and roll. Right then, Yorkshire's top rep was P2. Just testing. We'll go with that excuse. Right then. Okay, so who was P1? I think it was Mason G. Of course it was. Where's Super Ted? There he is. Super Ted there. And then who was 5th? The front row Joe on the 2nd row. In P5, then it was Mason Rolf, Mr. Nasser, P6, Jan's ready to rock and roll, P7. Look at that, the grid is looking good. Right, we are just about on time, ladies and gents. Fantastic. We're not professional, but cheap and available. That's our motto. Jamie's here. Jamie is here. Fantastic. Hopefully, Jamie gets out in this one. Otherwise, well, I think there'll be some firm protests. I'm not going to lie. Right, so, are we ready, ladies and gents? Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I just love this job. Oh, don't swear, Seamus, don't swear. Just imposters, honestly. Right then, so, are we ready? Are we all ready? Lovely. Okay, well, let's go then. It's time for the 3rd and final race of the weekend then for the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves, race 3, 15 laps. Let's do it. Sup. Right, we're back, and yeah. Just... Whoa, okie dokie, hang on a minute. Okay, right, I'll get my jaw off the floor. What on earth? People! Well, the rules are... We know what the rules are. Oh, God. Anyone got a brick wall? I could borrow. I mean... Rent one. Rent one 50 quid. I don't even know, Dill. I just don't even know anymore. Right. Thank you, Ash. That would be brilliant, mate. That was 3 that went there. Oh, my... Well... Right, if you're here just weeping, just... You know why. Right. Okay. Well... I just don't believe this. Absolutely do not believe this, but we will get going then. With the third and final Superbike race of the weekend, then 15 laps is about to hit you. Well, hopefully not hit you, because that would not be good. Right then, let's go racing. Right then, here we go. Mason G on the pole position. Mason G, Dylan and Ted, your front row then. Red light's not on, because you know why. And we are underway for race number 3 for the Superbikes, the condensed grid then, and that's a good start from Dylan and Super Ted. Is Ted going to have a look into what? Look at Dylan though, Mason G hanging it wide. Maybe a bit too wide, because there's Jan straight down the inside of Mason G then. But it is Dylan and Ted. Well, oh, Ted really could now do to get in first or second. Oh, there's contact. Mason, use your noggin. Oh, no! Ted has dropped it then. I do not believe it. The championship is... Oh, yeah, gobsmacked. Right, let's get back to it then. So, it's Dylan, Mason G, Joe, Jan, Aaron, Adam, Aaron, Ted. That's your running order at the moment. Ash, please get building that brick wall, makes I need it. Right, Dylan then. Is this his time to shine? If these guys can get a race win, since the CS Autos Ducati of Brett has packed up before the race has even started, this is a big opportunity for these riders to gain some points. So unfortunate for Brett, really is unfortunate for the Ducati. Thank you very much, Ash, that's brilliant, mate. Thank you, buddy. Right then, over the stripe they go on lap number 1, start lap 2, and it is Dylan then that is leading this one at the moment. Can he get the better of Mason G in this one to take the double win this week? Look at Jan, here we go. He's up for it, and I can tell he was very happy after the first race today. Can Jan get on the box? Well, we will see in about 14 laps time into the old hairpin then. Goes Joe and Jan, nearly 2 seconds down on the top 2 at the moment. Still very, very early stages in this one, like we say. This is a long old race, 15 laps around Donington Park. Oh, it's a long old race. It looks like Ted has gone down in the background there, so not going well for Super Ted in this one. It's just going into McLean's now, back at the front then. Up, down towards the fog. Yes, and Mason G going for the lead, is he? Oh, I tell you what, Dylan's giving him room. Oh, Mason G's down. Mason G is down. My throat is... Jan's now down. Oh, my... Oh, that's a humongous accident. Took Adam down with him there. Oh, my goodness gracious. That's Aaron up to P4. I can't keep up. Anyone else want to take over? Up towards Goddard's then. Round Goddard's goes Dylan, 1.7 second advantage over front row Joe, who's in P2, the Moulton R5L. Yamaha's then having a strong ride in this one. This is a good showing from Aaron, just keeping himself out of trouble. and in that P4. Jan in 5th, Adam in 6th, and Super Ted, not the start to the race he would have wanted, but still a long way to go. Right, Yorkshire's top right then, the number 1. Dylan has got to take the most of this opportunity. Just try, get his head down, see if he can just gap Joe and Mason G anymore. The bigger the gap, the easier his race will be. I'll say easier, it's not an easy race round here. Into McLean's then. Up towards Coppers then, nearly a 3-second advantage for Dylan out front. We'll keep an eye on Super Ted's progress throughout this one. Down towards the Foggy S's then. It is a good start from Joe Ash, you're quite right, buddy. Into the Foggy S's then, through the left, through the right. Nicely done. Has Dylan just rolled it off a little bit? Just try and keep it rubber side down. I'll tell you what, Mason G's pulled about half a second on Dylan on this lap alone. Into the Melbourne loop then. Nice. So Mason G goes a bit wide there at Melbourne and up towards Goddard's they go then for the 3rd time of asking. Round Goddard's they go then and up towards, down towards Redgate. I always do that. Over the line then they go. 3.3 seconds is the gap for the number 1 of Yorkshire's top right. Dylan could really get himself back in the title hunt then. He did manage to get up to P3 in the championship yesterday. Mason G now up to P2. Just got past Joe into Redgate. Managed to get up to 3rd in the championship yesterday with a strong result and Christian not riding. And well, this is really going to help his charge. We will potentially, if everything goes the way of Dylan at the moment, have a 3-way fight for the title going into Snetterton. Just 5 days, ladies and gents. Oh, Mason G's down again. My throat is absolutely killing, so I need to just be careful. Into McLean's then. Now, Super Ted on the back of this train then. Mason G, Jan, Adam and Ted. Oh my God, wake up Sean. Aaron in P3. The exact moves Kawasaki then on number 92 of Aaron is in a strong position into the Foggy S's to go then through the left, through the right. This has been good from Aaron. Can he keep this going? I sure do hope so for his sake. Front row Joe on for his first Superbike podium. At the moment, still a long way to go. 4.5 seconds to the good is Yorkshire's top rep with the number 1 plate on his bike. Well, we like to focus on battles. Look at that from Ted. Down the inside of Adam. And it's just about minute stick, so he's now up to P6. Next up is Jan on... Oh, has Aaron gone down? Aaron has gone down then, and that's going to help Mason G. Was that someone down in the background? It was. Adam was down in the background there. Look at that, Mason G. Up to P3 now. He's got 4.5 seconds to close on Joe, which is no easy task. Right then, look at this group then. Down through the Craner curves and into the old hairpin then. Dylan still 5.2 seconds to the good. At the moment out front through the Starkeys Bridge and Schwanz section now. Into the right-hander of McLean's then. Looks like Ted and Jan. Jan's got a bit wide and that's promoted Ted up to P5. Into Coppers then. Right, Ted can now... Can he get past Aaron? That's the next thing. Aaron and Mason G. Well, Mason G's 7/10 up. Ahead of these guys. Aaron's closed a lot on the brace though. He's going to make the corner. Oh, no, down he goes. Oh, I thought he'd gone in a bit hot there. Well, then, that's promoted Ted up to P. Oh, hello, Lucy. Hope you're well. Into the Melbourne loop then. There you go. Well, it's 5.6 seconds to the good for Dylan. This is a good ride from number 69 of front row Joe as he goes over the line to start lap number 6. Lap 6 already? Wow, that is incredible. Look at that. It's a Malted R5L Yamaha 2nd, 3rd and 4th at the moment into Redgate then. Looks like Ted's closing the gap to Mason G on this lap. Now, I have been speaking to Ted about team orders going into this one. There is no team orders, so these guys are free to race, and that is quite right from the Malted R5L Yamaha boss then. As through the look at these taking chunks of time out of Mason G. Let's not forget, Mason, Ted, and Dylan their lap times were separated by 0.2 of a second in race 2, race 1 of the day. Up towards Coppice then. They go hard on the brakes. Nicely done round Coppice. I tell you what, Ted is reeling in Mason G at the moment. This will be a fantastic ride from Ted if he can pull this one off into the fog. Yes, the line. Mason G was going in a bit hot. There was he. Oh, yes, he is. Down he goes. Not working for Mason G in this one. Jan's up to 4th, everybody. Ted is now up to 3rd. Oh, surely. Surely not. Well, he's got very tough opposition ahead of him as Ted. Next up is Front Row Joe. And then Dylan, who's already into Redgate. I bet he cannot believe his luck. Through Redgate then and down towards Hollywood and Craner Curves he goes now. 125.0 from Ted. What's lap time from Jan? 127.5. Mason G there in P5. After that mistake then we've got Aaron and Adam rounding out the order. Well, this has been one hell of a race up to now, and we're at half race distance on this lap with Jan still holding P4 at the moment through the Craner Curves down into the old hairpin. Now Mason G all over the back of the Eden Floor BMW machine. This has been a good weekend for Jan. Hopefully this will boost his confidence. Certainly had a bit of a confidence knock. Oh, I tell you, look at Mason G. That is incredible. Well, Mason G now up to P4. Now can Jan stick with Mason here? Maybe Mason can bridge the gap to him and Super Ted. Well, we'll find out in the next few laps. 2.5 seconds is the gap between Joe and Ted at the moment. Through the left, through the right. Nicely done. I tell you what, Ted is taking chunks of time out of Front Row Joe. And Dylan's already up towards Goddard's, and into Goddard's he goes now. Super 1 with the cape flapping in the breeze. Certainly been a holy affair for the cape this weekend. I'm sure Richard will have been doing some stitching on that one. Maybe put some plaster on or some gaffer tape. Works well. Up towards Goddard's then goes Jan and Mason G. 1.2 seconds to the good is Mason over Jan, but Jan's having a real strong ride in this one. Ted 2 seconds down on Joe. We'll keep an eye on the gap between the two Malted R5L Yamahas into the Hollywood section down through the Craner Curves. 1.9 seconds is the gap. Let's see what these guys can do then into the old hairpin. I don't think Ted will be too bothered at the moment. Sure, he did claw a few points back on Brett, let's not forget. Earlier on today, he did lose a few more in yesterday's race, but he'll be very tight at the top. I can tell you now, into the championship. Results will be up on our socials tomorrow, so keep an eye on that one, and championship standings will also be up tomorrow. Look at this. It's only a matter of time before Ted makes a move on Joe. Good to see Ted back on the podium. And Jan's up to P4 again now, so maybe a mistake there from Mason G. I tell you what, Adam's not too far behind at the moment. Down towards the Foggy S's they go then. Two BMWs and the Yamaha in combat for P4. As let's get back to the Molten R5L Yamaha squabble up towards Goddard's goes Super Ted there. Nicely done. 1.2 seconds is the gap. Over the line they go. Start lap 9 of 15. What a weekend it's been for the Academy. The championship has been turned upside down, had a good shake, and well, the results will come out tomorrow. As through Redgate now, it's only a matter of time now before Ted makes a move on Joe. I'm sure Joe will not make it too difficult for Super Ted into the old heaven. Meanwhile, out front, look at this from Yorkshire's top right then. The number 1 is back, ladies and gents. Had a tricky couple of rounds at Donington Park and Brands Hatch, but is back at the front and doing a fantastic job. Is the number 1 of Dylan then. Let's go with Joe and Ted. Half a second is the gap between the pair of them. Number 69 versus number 34 through Coppice then on the power. Down towards the Foggy S's then. Nicely done, and into the braking zone they go. Leg out for Ted. Nicely done, just keeping away from them curbs. It's probably sensible. We've got 7.5. Oh, what's happened to Jan a bit further back? Unfortunately, it's dropped down to P6 and dropped a fair way off the group in front of him. That's unlucky, but Jan's had a really good weekend this weekend. Up towards Goddard's then goes the two Yamahas. Dylan's already on to lap number 10. let's ride on board with the Super One then as he goes out of Goddard's then and down towards Redgate. 25.8, that is incredible. It certainly is, Logan. It's a great ride from Dylan. Oh, I tell you what, looked like Joe there was just a bit earlier on the brakes than Ted was expecting, but luckily there was no collision, and well, oh, that was lucky. Into the Craner Curves and Old Hairpin section. Now this has been a strong result for Joe. Can he keep this going and get on the podium? Well, that will remain so. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Up to McLean's then they go. Joe runs a little bit wide. I think that's gathered up nicely. Oh, pressing that button. Into Coppice then. Nicely done. From the pair of them. Looks like Ted's going to get the cut back. Is he just hesitant on the throttle? Didn't want to collide with his teammate. And Joe lets him through by the looks of it. Just braked a bit earlier to let Ted through. That is, well, that's great from Joe. Really is good. See that? Well, this is going to be good points for Ted. I remind you, 18 points for a win, 16 for second, 14 for third, 12 for fourth, 10 for fifth, and all the way down to a point for P10. Looks like Jan's made another mistake a bit further back. He's battling with Aaron at the moment. Through Goddard's then and on to another lap. Ted already pulling away from front row Joe, lap 11 of 15. Well, it's not quite been as battly, should we say. I know it's not a word, but hey ho, we'll go with it. Not quite as battly as the first race today, but it's certainly been very dramatic then. Through the Craner Curve section they go. Now, let's have a look then at Aaron and Jan. Into Redgate they go. BMW versus Kawasaki. Jan's gone in a little bit too hot there at Redgate, but gathers it up nicely. Down through Hollywood and into Craner Curves they go now. Joe's dropped back from Ted now, nearly about 1.2, 1.3 seconds down at the moment. Into the Old Hairpin then goes the Exact Moves Kawasaki and Eden Floor BMW on the gas then and up towards McLean's. I'll tell you what, Ted is taking a little bit of time out of Dylan here, but it's not going to be enough, I wouldn't have thought, unless Dylan does make a humongous mistake. Up towards Coppice then they go. Let's have a look at Dylan, who's already into Melbourne Loop, ladies and gents. That is incredible. Ted now into the Melbourne Loop section himself. A reminder, ladies and gents, we've got one more race coming up after this one, and it is the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup. You want carnage? I'd stick around to watch that one because it's going to be an absolute cracking race, and we'll tell you a bit more about that after the Super Bikes then. As through the final corner goes the two Yamahas over the line, start lap 12 of 15. This has been a brilliant ride from Joe. Is the podium on the cards? I'd say so. Over the line then goes Mason G, just not been the race he was hoping for. Into Redgate. Oh, he tucks the front again. That's going to promote Adam up to P4. But still going to be some good points here for Mason G. That's going to be 10 points, and if you can get past Adam, it will be 12 points on the board. A reminder, ladies and gents, the showdown will start at round 9, where the points are ramped up and they go to the usual format: 25, 20, 16, 13, etc, etc. So it doesn't go off where you are in the championship, it's just the points are ramped up a little bit later on in the season. Well, Dylan then through it, the Foggy S's. Anyone want an on-board lap with him? Go on then. Into the Melbourne Loop then, hard on the brakes. Tricky to get this one right, obviously, because you're downhill braking. Nicely done, look at that. Absolutely awesome stuff then. Up towards Goddard's for the number one. Losing a couple of tenths to Ted, but he won't be too worried about that one. Round Goddard's on the power for Yorkshire's top rank. Head down. Over the line he goes. Lap 13 of 15. Look at that, just hitting his points beautifully. Is the number one of Dylan. This has been a good weekend for Adam a little bit further back. Let's have a look at that scrap then. Between the number 4 and the number 28 of Mason G. Over the line they go to start lap 13. Can Mason get past Adam then? Into Redgate they go for the 13th time of asking. I do remind you, ladies and gents, like we mentioned earlier, the next round of the SDPG Academy is only 5 days away at Snetterton. Yes, Snetterton will be the next round for the Academy. hopefully we have weather like this. It's been a beautiful weekend here at Donington. Let's hope the weather does, well, play ball with us next weekend. As up towards Coppice then they go, and Adam's just about hanging on to P4 at the moment. Down towards the Foggy S's then for the 13th time. Asking Dylan's nearly into Goddard's already. There goes Mason G having a look down the inside of Foggy S's. Oh, not quite. Not quite then. Gets the cut back though, and Adam, oh, a little bit of contact. Oh, shoves Adam off the track there. Down into the Melbourne Loop then. Oh, Adam's trying to go around the outside. That's a bit ambitious. And I'll tell you what, Dylan's already into Hollywood now. That is impressive. Look at Adam repaying the favour. Lovely stuff down the inside of Mason G as they head over the line, start the penultimate lap of this one. Let's have a look at Jan and Aaron having a bit of a squab. Oh! Down towards Red Gate they go then for the penultimate time of asking hard on the brakes for the Italian Stallion and the mechanic. Oh, a bit of contact there between Aaron and Jan. Robin's racing, as they say. Robin's racing. Through Hollywood and into the Craner curves they go now. Brilliant stuff from these guys. Well, should we give them a minute of honour? Yeah, let's give them a minute of honour then. Well, oh, Mason G's up to P4. Ladies and gents, a little bit further back. Well, this young man really did need a good weekend on the CS Autos Ducati. And well, he's certainly had one, hasn't he? A win, a second, and on for a win in the third and final race of the weekend. This is just what he needs to get his championship back on track. And well, he's on for a double win here at Donington. Fastest in every practice and qualifying session this weekend. Over the line he goes. Start the final lap of this one. A 1:26.0 already. Fantastic already. Still doing a 1:26 flat. Incredible stuff. Let's have a word about this man as well, Super Ted. Well, again, he desperately needed a podium after not the best start to the weekend. I mean, he wasn't complaining too much, but it's been a good bounce back for the number 34. This young man, ladies and gents, front row Joe, he's got to get his first Superbike podium. Well, this has been brilliant for Joe. I'm absolutely beaming in the commentary box because there's so many positive results this weekend. I did have a word with all riders after Donington Park, so we need to clean the act up. And not as much contact, I tell you what. To all the riders, well, I'll tell you after the Ducati race, but to all the riders, thank you for listening to that one. Oh, here we go. Oh, whatever Connor can do, I can do better. Is that what it is? Unbelievable. The number one then. When that front wheel's in the air, you know he's happy. And a happy Dylan is a very fast Dylan. As down towards the Melbourne Loop he goes then. Into the Melbourne Loop he goes. Just one corner remaining before he takes another victory then. And he'll be out in the next race, ladies and gents. So he'll be getting back to the paddock nice and quickly then. Yorkshire's top right, ladies and gents. He's back. He'll take 2 out of 3 wins this weekend. Dylan will take the final race win of the weekend. And a big stoppie to boot. Well done to the number one. A good recovery ride by the number 34. The Cape Wearer is back. And Peter and front row Joe is on the box, everybody. Well done to Joe on that one. P3 for Joe. Mason G, not the result he was hoping for in that one. And he'll take a P4. Adam, P5. Good result that from Adam. Then Aaron on the back wheel. Tate, P6. And Jan, well, this result, again, the results do not match what he has done this weekend. A lot of improvements from everybody there. That was incredible. And my throat is killing. I think so as well, Charles. I think it should be disqualification. Right then, well, drama this weekend. It's been very dramatic. But, ladies and gents, those are your results. Dylan takes the win ahead of Super Ted and front row Joe. First Superbike podium in P3. Mason G in 4th. Adam 5th. Aaron in 6th. And Jan rounding out the runners and riders in that one. I do take my hat off to everyone there. That was brilliant. Not that I'm wearing a hat at the moment. Just, you know, a bit of a... Right, so Hello everybody, we're back. It is now time. Oh, hello, have we got some clips? Yeah, no problem. I'll have a look at those in just a second. Right, final race of the weekend coming up. Woohoo! It's a Ducati Monster 1200 Cup time. Whew. This is going to be a cracking race. I'm so excited for this one. It does bring some entertainment to the Ducatis. And if you've missed us all weekend, ladies and gents, we've got 2 new riders joining the Ducatis. This weekend, we have got Yorkshire's Top Rack, who's just had a brilliant. You can indeed, Mason. You can indeed, Sunshine. So yes, Ducati riders, the lobby is going up. Now, there we go. No problem, Logan, mate. All the best, buddy. Right, 8 laps for the Ducatis, and then we'll sign off from this weekend. Yes, like I was saying, we've got 2 new riders in the class. We've got Yorkshire's Top Rack, who's just taken a brilliant result in the Super Bikes in this weekend. And where is he? Where is he? I'm sure he'll be joining any second now. Where is he? Really want to give him a good introduction here. Oh my days. Right, I need to get the grid up actually. That is a really good idea, isn't it? Yeah, well done, Sean. You're smart, you son. Right then. Oh my, there he is. Right, so we've got Leon Jaycock, everybody. I'm sure you've all heard that name. If you're into BSB, this young man has ridden in the Bannister Superbike Championship on the Specsavers Suzuki. Shame he couldn't do me a deal, but you know, we'll work on that. We will work on that. Oh, look at this. Absolutely stacked. I think the other races were entertaining. Look at this. Oh, Jamie's in. Jamie can have a ride out in the Ducatis. Right, let's get the grid up then for this. This is, I think, this will be a full grid. I cannot lie. Right. Okay. Oh my God. There's been so much put in the Discord. Right. Okay. Gee. Oh my goodness. If this is a full lobby. Go for it, Jamie. Why not, mate? You might as well. See if you get that right. Here we go. Come on. Oh, 18. 18 people. Oh, my God. Right, set the grid, Sean. Set the grid. Right, this could take about a week, but bear with me. So, Connor on pole and on the wrong motorcycle. Where's Liam? Liam is there. Scotty too hotty. Where is it? Scott. There he is. Where's Scott? Scott third. George in fourth. I got shouted at by George and Joe earlier. I didn't really. As per usual, Seamus Stobius here was not very professional. Well, we're not professional, just cheap and available. That's just our motto here. And Menabubu, which just shows I'm not perfect. Oh, go away, imposter. I will sort these imposters out in just a second, riders. Do not panic. 5th for Joe, 6th for Superbike Maestro, 7th, where's Jordan? Jordan, where's Jordan? There's Jordan, lovely stuff. Right, Jordan, 7th, Guy in 8th, where's Guy? There he is. Guy in 8th, Ollie in 9th, sorry, my neck doing this, not gonna lie. Charlie in 10th. Charlie's not here. Where's Vinny? There's Vinny. Corey. Where's Corey? I've seen him somewhere. There's Corey. Behind Vinny. Yep. Then it's Leon. Where's Leon? There he is. 12th. Yep. And then it is Josh. Where's Josh? There's Josh. And then it'll be Adam and Jack. And then, well, there you go. Right, well, Mason G's going to just have a run out. Let's see if see if we can get a race. I hope, Jamie, I've got my fingers crossed here, mate. 80. Oh yeah, sort these imposters out, you spanner. But I cannot believe this, man. This makes me very proud. I cannot lie. You guys can't see my screen, but oh, this is just immense. Nearly a full lobby. SDPG has done that. Yes. Pat on the back, I think so. Right, let's make sure everyone's on the right bike. Make sure there's no cheating. Love. I like SDPG. All my riders are just on it. Like a carb on it. Right. Everyone's in the right grid position. Right. Right, okay, let's get on with this one then. Final race. Sorry, just reading a message. Right then. Right, how many PlayStation players have we got? Let's just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fingers crossed. Keep fingers crossed. Right then, ladies and gents, it's time for the final race of the weekend. 8 laps for the SDPG Ducati Monster 1200 Cup. You want action? This could be dramatic. Here we go. Let's go racing for the final race of the weekend. Right, we're here, everybody. Let's go. Right, here we go. Here we go. It likes the Ducatis usually. Right, here we go. Okay, right. So I've just been told by one of my right-hand men that he's desperate for the toilet. Lovely. Okay, right. Oh, Jesus. I can't tell you his exact words because we don't swear. Right, okay. Unbelievable. Right then. Okay, right, yeah. Doesn't right, so it's 1, 2. Oh, you're joking me, aren't you? Okay, so what we're going to do, we know the rules. That's just not good. Right, chaps, we are going to re-lobby on that one just so we can try and get everyone in because it's more than 5 or more people. Right. Unbelievable. I can't tell you what I've just seen there, ladies and gents, and I don't think I want to repeat that. Oh dear, I wish I could remove images from my head. Right, let's go with this one. Let's try and get the grid sorted then. Jan, you're unbelievable, mate. You're unbelievable. Right, hopefully this works. And if it doesn't, I just don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. Right. You're unbelievable. Right. Okay, Ducati Riders. Your lobby is now up then. I'll try again. No worries. No problem, George. No worries. Right, come on. Please do not build the PlayStation players out. I do not understand why it just does not like crossplay. It's just ridiculous. Look at this. Everyone's on the ball. If you do miss any of the action, ladies and gents, I should remind you, actually, I should be doing this. Hopefully, Leon. Hopefully, fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed. If it doesn't work, let's just, yeah, I think we'll fly to Italy and we'll go and see a milestone for every penny they've got, or whatever it is. It's euros in it? I don't fucking know. No problem, Jamie, no worries, mate. Like I said, I do apologise to everyone that's affected, but I really can't help it, which is just rubbish. If you do miss any of the action, then, ladies and gents, we have all the SDPG Academy action on our Twitch. It will be in the highlights. We are going to do collections, so they'll be easier to find. So yes, you'll be able to catch every free practice session, every lap of practice qualifying, and every racing lap. So we will get that organised this week, as well as the website. If you are looking to try and find the website, our link is in the Instagram bio, SD Productions 21. Go and check that one out. A lovely link tree where you can get all our links to merchandise and whatever else. And we better speed this up, actually, because Dylan needs the toilet, as he keeps reminding me. Unbelievable. Absolutely. You just cannot get the staff nowadays. It's just ridiculous. Right, okay. Now he's swearing at me, ladies and gents. I'm getting abuse. Abuse. I'm telling you now. I'm just going to go slower for that. Oh, no, now he's typing. Oh, no. Right, whatever he says, it's all rubbish. Right. I'm still waiting for it. Right, okay. Let's get the grid order set up and let's not be distracted by Dylan's bodily functions. Liam there, P2. Scott, where's Scott? There it is. George is not taking part, so where's Joe? Where is he? Front row. Joe there in 4th, Dylan in 5th. Jordan will now be in P2. Where's Jordan? There he is. Lovely stuff. Jordan in peace. I'll beat the imposter out in a second. Chaps, Guy. Where's Guy gone? There he is. P7. Ollie in 8th. Lovely stuff. Charlie's not here, so it'd be Vinny. Where's Vinny gone? There he is. Vinny there in 9th. Corey will be now. That'll be 10th. And he's not here, I don't think. Nope, can't see him there. So it'll be Leon in 10th. Josh in 11th. Then it'll be Adam. And then Jack. And then everyone else queuing up behind. Right, there we go. Right then. Grid's now set, sort of. Oh, right. So now it's going to take its time kicking the imposter out. Just want the SDPG without technical problems, let's be honest. Whoa! Don't do that to me. Jesus. Crikey Moses. Right, everyone on the Ducati? Probably not. It's probably Dylan holding job up. You know what he's like. Alright then. I'm just getting my own back. I don't mean this harshly. It's just banter. Well, because Dylan's very nasty to me. He's very horrible, you know, ladies and gents. Calls me names. Really not nice names either. Oh, Corey's here now. Fantastic. Right. And that's where you go shout out later. Right then. With Corey on the grid. Oh, God. Now he's typing again. Corey. Corey, they're just behind Vinny on the grid. Lovely stuff. See what I mean? Just tell me shut up all the time. It's just not nice, really. Right then. Should we try again? I think we shall. Let's try again then with the Ducati Monster 1200 Cup. 8 laps. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, so yes, I have just been shouted at then by Dylan. That's absolutely fine. Because he's a double R, you know what? He does not scare me. Because we're so far apart. Right then. Oh dear. Right. I'm sorry, Dylan. Right then. Let's see what happens in this one. I'm sweating buckets here, so... A reminder, ladies and gents, that you all know the rules by now. If, well, we have to go with whatever numbers we get in this one. So, whether 5 or more get booted, we still carry on with proceedings. I think we're still trying to find a solution, but it's just milestone. Oh, no. Hope Leon gets in here. Alright, well, the imposter's been booted. Jack's been booted. Oh no! And Leon as well, for God's sake! Why is Milestone so rubbish? Right, who's got a lot of money? I do apologise, Leon, mate. I was really looking forward to seeing you ride tonight, buddy, but... typical. Absolutely typical. Milestone lets us down. Right, whoever's got the most money will book us some flights over to Italy, and we'll just... I'll tell you what, we'll send Dylan Jam, because they're proper big chaps, and they'll have people. They'll just, you know, get them sorted. Jan is actually Italian, so there you go. He can... Yes! See, we've thought about this already. Plan A sorted. Right then. I know it would make sense, Leon, wouldn't it? I mean, there's no issues with that, but Milestone's just rubbish. Absolute rubbish. So, right then. Let's get this race underway then before Dylan really makes a mess of himself. Let's go. 8 laps for this one. Let's see what happens in this one then. 8 laps in the sunshine. Let's go. Right, here we go. it is time to go with the final race of the weekend. We hope that you'll join us at Snetterton next weekend. Just 5 days' time. Free practice Sunday over in Norfolk. Right then, here we go. Final race of the night then is about to get underway. Connor, Liam and Scott on the front row. Let's go for the final race of the weekend, and that is a good start from Scott's 2 Artie. Look at that. Look at Dylan. You can tell he's desperate for the toilet. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at the state of this. Oh dear, there's been a big crash in the middle. I could not see who that was because there's 14 bikes out there. How has he done that? Mason G's up to 3rd already. Oh my. Oh, Liam's down. That's nearly taken. That has taken Mason G down. Oh my. Dylan's gone grass tracking. What is going on here? Oh my crikey Mosey, can someone else help? I mean, I just need to know what's going. Josh is up to fit. Go on, Josh. That is a good start from Josh. That Mason G round the outside. I cannot keep up. I'm no Steve Day, I can tell you that for nothing. Right, Dylan and Connor then, the battle at the front. I thought this would be dramatic, and well, it sure is. Down towards the Foggy S's to go then for the first time. Dylan versus Connor. Adam's also there. Good start for Adam in P3. 4th for Joe. 5th at the moment for Mason G. Let's keep an eye on the battle at the front, actually. Let's keep an eye on this battle. Look at this lot into the Melbourne. Adam's going to go for 3rd to first. Not quite. There's Joe. Oh, this is mega. I am gassed with this, people. I am gassed. Right then, into Goddard's they go. And onto the pit straight they go for the first time of Askin, Connor, Adam, Dylan and Joe. That is your top 4 at the moment. Down towards Redgate corner. On lap 2 of 8. Looks like Jordan Tanner Henderson a little bit further back on that one. Scotty Too Hotty then not had the start he was hoping for, but to be honest I could not keep up what was going on at turn number 1 and well for the first sector. So he probably got caught up in some carnage. No way. If he makes that stick, I was going to say I pay him a £5. Thank God I didn't say that. Dylan there just tries to go around the outside of Adam and did not work. There goes Joe down the inside into the Schwartz. Oh! Contact between the pair. That's pushed Dylan off and into the gravel then. That's really not helped. Dylan as he's trying to get back on safely. This is a good run from Ollie in P4 at the moment. As Dylan still on the gravel, trying not to do an unsafe rejoin. This is, well, I'm liking it. There we go. And now he's back on in P7. Joe crashes. Well, that's a fair way to overtake. Into the Fog S to go. Adam's leading. Adam's leading because Connor's made a mistake, people. Connor has made a mistake. Connor Chameleon has had a bit of a whoopsie. Now the Fog S's. Oh, hello, Ollie. Jeepers creepers, Ollie. Oh my goodness, there's contact. Down goes Ollie. Has everyone managed to avoid him? I think so. Oh, this is carnage. Right, Adam's in the lead. Lap 3 of 8 then. I just love the Ducatis, they're absolutely brilliant. Down towards Redgate they go then. It's Adam, Mason, Connor, Joe, Dylan now gets past the number 5, Scotty Too Hotty then. And then we've got Isaac, Ollie, Corey, Liam. Liam's had a bit of a shock. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to say there. Shocker? Yeah, that's the one. Down in P10, Guy in 11th, Jordan in 12th. And then we've got Josh and Vinny rounding out the runners and riders in this one. Adam still leading ahead of Mason G. Connor not far behind. Into McLean's then. Then it's Joe, Dylan and Scotty Too Hotty. The battle for P4 at the moment. Head down towards... sorry, up towards Coppers. Nicely done on the power. And down towards the Foggy S's then. Head down. Get tucked in behind the screen. Sarcasm was intended. Into the Foggy S's then. Nicely done. For the number 61 of Yorkshire's top rat. Scotty Too Hotty then gets a little bit wrong through the Foggy S's section. Let's keep an eye on this battle then for P2. Connor versus Mason then up towards Goddard's, and they are closing the gap to Adam, so this could be a three-way fight very soon. Round Goddard's they go. Adam's made a mistake at Goddard's, and now it is a three-way fight for the win in this one. Lap 4 of 8 then, and down towards Redgate they go, using some of the pit lane there. Is Mason. Lovely stop through Redgate and on the power. He goes, and looks like Dylan's made a mistake a bit further back in P9 now. Here's Dylan. Through the crane. Look at Mason, that. Pushing it, wasn't he? Holy moly. Up through Starkey's Bridge and Schwartz Curve section now. Nicely done for the number 28. And Connor's looming. Connor is looming. Up towards Coppice, then the blind entry into there. Look at this. Oh, the Ducatis are so good to watch. Down towards the Foggy Accident, using all the road, is Connor. So it looks like a three-way fight at the moment. Dylan's made a couple of positions up to P7. Isaac's having a good run there in P9. Big shout out to Isaac. Oh, that's actually quickly go back to Isaac because he's got a new helmet design, I believe. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's nice. George and Isaac, good effort there, boys. Good effort. Liking that. Oh, well held. Isaac was pushing that there through the Foggy S's. Meanwhile, back at the front, it is still the number 77 of Adam that is leading this one ahead of Mason G and Connor down towards Redgate. They go lap. Oh, that was a bit strange. On to lap 5 of 8 then. It is still Adam. Is he on for his first win of the season? Well, it's looking good at the moment. Down through Hollywood and into the Craner Curve section they go now. Lovely stuff. Adam's just pulled out slight advantage, but not pulling away from Mason G and Connor at the moment. Looks like we've got a bit of a battle shaping up here between Joe and Scott. Yeah, about a second is the gap between the pair of them. And then we've got Liam and Dylan about to engage in battle. Right, the gap has closed up at the front. Oh no! Oh my goodness gracious. Well, that's not gone well. The contact there between Mason G and Adam has seen Mason G hit the deck then. On this occasion, that is terrible luck for Mason then. It is indeed the final race of the weekend, Caitlin. Down towards the Melbourne Loop and into Goddard's. They're about to go now round Melbourne. They go hard on the gas then and up towards and up towards the wonderful Goddard's corner. Nicely done. So the battle then for the lead is between Connor and Adam. Who is going to take this one? Well, I've no idea, but this is going to be a scintillating race all the way to the very end. Thank you very much for all the follows this evening, ladies and gents. I have just checked on those. It's fantastic to see so many of you following. No problem, Kaylin. Well done this weekend. So then into the old hairpin section now, lap 6 of 8. The weekend is nearly done for these riders, I'm sure. They're pretty knackered because Donington's not an easy circuit, let's be honest. Up towards McLean's then they go. Oh, Connor using the curb, the Ducati on the move. Into McLean's then. Connor's a very talented young man. And, well, can he do the business in this one? Well, he's got Adam to overtake, and that's no easy feat, let's be honest. Down towards the Foggy S's then. And into the Foggy S's they now go hard on the brakes. Through the left, through the right. And, oh, I think both of them just made a slight mistake because there's been no advantage gained on that one. Let's have a... Oh, I say what, let's keep an eye on this battle before we go down the rest of the order because Connor is looming on the back of Adam. Into Goddard's then. Oh, Adam runs a bit wide, but we'll square that one off. Just about. Oh, look at... No! Connor's down on the pit straight. Got it into a tank slapper. Oh my days. Oh, he's on the back wheel. Of course he is. Into Redgate then they go for the penultimate time. I do agree, Caleb. I do agree. If Ride 6 comes, we'll all be thrilled, I would have thought. Into the old hairpin then for Adam. Surely this is going to be his first win of the season. He's just got to keep it going for another lap and a half then. Right, let's go for a quick rundown of the order. Adam, Mason G, Connor, your top 3. Liam up to 4th now. Joe in 5th. Scott in 6th. Ollie in 7th. Dylan in 7th, Ollie in 8th, Guy in 9th, Corey 10th, Jordan in 11th, Vinny in 12th, Isaac in 13th, and Josh there rounding out the runners and riders in that one. Lovely stuff. Down towards the Foggy S's then for Adam, the number 77. What a great weekend he's had on the Superbike. Did a fantastic job and is doing a great job here in the Ducatis. Down towards the Melbourne Loop he goes. Mason G not taking too much time out of Adam at the moment, so it looks like the number 77 will have this one if he can just keep it rubber side down for the next lap. Oh, using all the curb. Love to see it. Brown Goddard's then, and on the power for the penultimate time, and over the line then to start the final lap of the weekend then. Adam is in the best place possible. Out front then, no trouble around him. Mason G, a good weekend for him. Well, that's going to be some good points for his championship. Connor, championship leader coming into this one. No Christian this weekend, so this will be a big help to his title charge. Then we've got Liam there in P4, Joe in 5th, Scotty Tuhati in P6, Ollie in 7th, Dylan in 8th, Guy in 9th, Jordan in 10th, Corey, Vinny, Isaac and Josh. Oh, what's happened to Connor? Just we big him up, Connor's now dropped to 5th. Has he dropped the big Ducati or has he just ran wide? Well, either way, he's dropped to 5th and, well, now on the back of Joe and Liam. Can he get up to that P3? We'll find out at the end of the lap then. Adam already into the Foggy S's section, hard on the brakes. What a weekend it's been for number 77 through the S's then on the power. 2 corners to go for the number 77. As he just backed off a bit there. I tell you what, Mason G has really closed the gap. It looks like Joe's hit the deck a bit further back, but I think Adam might just be okay with this one. Into Goddard's then for the number 77. It will be the first win of the season for Adam then. The number 77 is on the top step. Adam takes the win just ahead of Mason G in P2. Liam will take P3. A good weekend for the number 44 on the back wheel. Of course, Connor would be on the back wheel there in P4. Scotty Tuhati in P5. Ollie in 6th. Dylan on the back wheel in 7th. Joe there, an accident on the final lap then, drops him to P8. Guy there in 9th. Jordan in 10th. And then we've got Corey in 11th. Vinny in, in 12th. I think he's shown his frustration to Milestone there, and I don't blame him. Through Goddard's then will go Isaac, and he's on the back wheel for us. Very nice. Right then, let's take a screenshot of those times. It was Mason G that got the fastest lap in that one. Well, Leon is on the score sheet. Should we give him a point? I think we will. Well done, Connor. Fantastic racing there, buddy. And a good end to the weekend. Right, Dylan, you can now go and do your business, mate. Right, final classification to this one then. Adam takes the win ahead of Mason G and Liam. Rounds out the podium. Connor in 4th, Scott in 5th, Ollie in 6th, Dylan in 7th, Joe in 8th, Guy in 9th, Jordan in 10th. Then we've got Vinny in 11th, Isaac in 12th, Josh in 13th, Corey, I think Corey was up the order, and we'll give Leon a point for, well, he's on the leaderboard, so we'll give Leon a point then. Right, ladies and gents, let's just have a bit of a weekend summary before we sign off for the weekend. Well, what an event that has been, ladies and gents. Unbelievable racing. Drama at its highest then. Well, you know my rider of the round. We mentioned him earlier. Logan is rider of the round. So congratulations to Logan. Full round review will be on the website in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that one. Championship standings and race results will also be will be up on our socials tomorrow. Don't forget, ladies and gents, do not forget. We have action coming up literally in 48 hours' time, less than 48 hours now, where we fly over to America, to the Miller Motorsports Park. We go with 2009 Superbikes at Miller Motorsports Park, 7:45 kickoff. Qualifying will be 15 minutes and 2 8-lap races for everyone to contend with. Merchandise, if you would like merchandise, then the link is in our Instagram bio, and these are the items you can get. We've got stickers, coasters, mugs, and bottles. We've got bucket hats coming soon, and there's our I say one of our happy customers, and that is Aaron the mechanic. And as you can see, you can tell he's a mechanic with the dirty hands. We've also had another order from Yorkshire's Top Right. That's probably why he won this weekend, because he got a mug. So there you go. That is everything from us, ladies and gents. If you want more SDPG Academy action, do not worry. Round 5 of the Academy is on the way in just 5 days. Oh, look at that. He's even showing us. That's very kind of him. Thank you, Dill. Round 5 of the Academy is on the way. Just 5 days. Free practice Sunday will get underway at Snetterton. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gents. It's been a blast. And yes, what a weekend. We will see you on Thursday, hopefully, for the 2000-2009 Superbikes at Miller Motorsports Park. Thanks very much for watching, and well done to all the riders this weekend, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.